we're about to do earth sign readings. What is this? What are these? These are my little friends. These are my little bunny friends. So the little bunny friends, they come in and they help out. This is Mad and Gloomy. So everyone say hi to Mad and Gloomy. They're my little bunny, my bunny friends. Yeah, they get carrots sometimes. Sometimes we'll keep them out of frame. Keep them out of frame. How's everyone doing? We're gonna do earth sign readings, and this will wrap up the weekly readings. So then we don't have to worry about readings for 3 days. So I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good morning. We just went live for like the daily message. The daily message. So yeah, we're gonna do earth signs. Earth signs. Earth signs. Alright. Earth signs. So I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you had fun with our silliness earlier with the dragons and the dinosaurs. So yeah, we're on Earth signs. Earth signs. So we're gonna do cabbage corn. And then we're gonna do Taurus. And then who's the other earth sign? This always happens to me. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Thank you. Whoever did that, thank you. Whoever's helping out, appreciate you. Hope everyone's doing well. You know, hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's doing well. Mwah. Say hi to the deck diamond. Say, hey, if you're coming in, say hi to the bunnies. They've been with me for quite some time. There's a story of these bunnies. They actually came to me via Sedona. I was out there and I was, doing the work, and my brother Tucker, who's a really beautiful homeless Avalonian guard out there, the one who made my, if you ever saw my pouch, my tarot card pouch, the one that's got the bandanas on it, he's the one who found these bunnies and gave them to me. Yeah, say hi to the bunnies. These are actually, like, when I was looking them up, they're really expensive. Like, they're rare bunnies, by Kidrobot, but these are like artist custom ones. So there's custom artists that made these little guys, and so I carry them with me. They're like my little guardians, and they're gonna show up on screen. I don't know how, because they take up way too much of the screen. They got such big heads. But we got the little gangster one, and then we got the one that eats, I don't know if it eats humans. It eats flesh. It's bleeding out of its mouth. Anyway, just silly. Silly little things. Silly little things. We'll move them kind of off screen. You'll get the ear in the shot. You'll get Gloomy's ear in the shot. So anyways, hope you guys are doing well. We're going to start out with Capricorn. So we're going to just be doing weekly readings like this now. I like it a lot better. It's easier than cranking out a whole bunch of different things. Yes, every wizard needs a bunny. Every wizard needs a bunny. We got our coffee. No, we're not doing cigarettes, guys. We're not doing cigarettes anymore. We're 36 hours, no tobacco. All right. Oh, yeah, it's been difficult grounding through it. Okay, alrighty. So we're going to do Capricorn. We're going to do 3 minutes and 52 seconds for Capricorn. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, I know. All right. Let's go ahead and see what messages want to come out for Capricorn. March 6th, weekly messages for the earth signs. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your trust, too. Trusting in your own capabilities. Don't give your power away to anyone, but thank you for trusting your own capabilities and for trusting your universe and for trusting your universal source expression. So for Capricorn, what message wants to come through for Capricorn for this week? Capricorn. So we're, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take what resonates, please leave the rest behind. Thank you to my universe for this universal expression and for gifting me the opportunity to be able to hold divine neutral witness for the messages that are coming forward, right? Thank you. All right, Capricorn, what wants to come through for Capricorn? So we're going to look at the energetic theme. We're going to look at what's clouding the reading, and then we're going to look at the storyline and just let it unfold naturally for Capricorn, whatever messages want to come forward here. So we're going to look at the archetype of Capricorn. Capricorn, there's a lot of soul retrieval stuff coming up, guys. There's a lot coming through. It just peeked at me. A return. Yeah, making a decision on how to be charitable in your life, how to give more, finding reciprocity, yeah, and finding victory in the decisions that you make, Capricorn. Very important, right? Feeling victorious, knowing that when you make that decision, you make that jump, you make that leap, right, that you are you're feeling victorious in all that you do, and remembering that. Stalemate. There's a decision, Capricorn. There's some sort of decision you got to make. We got Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. There might be some sort of conflict that's going on with you too in regards to making this certain decision, right? Either way, we're looking at a stalemate, right? Identifying the belief structures of internal conflict and bringing peace and resolution to it. Really important stuff to be working through. Yeah, making conflict with making peace with your own drama as well, with your own drama. All right, we'll do 2 more shuffles. I get the wings out. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what's clouding the reading for Capricorn. And we're ready to ignite. Capricorn, clouding the reading for this week. Ooh. Standing autonomous in your love, right? So we're looking at sovereign love here. And also, you know, this really very much wants to come through about self-worth and self-value in regards to your own business and in your, you know, typical Capricorn energy, loving what you do and feeling abundant and prosperous in what you do. So Capricorn, we're looking at loving your life, loving your value, and doing what you love. Whatever's going to bring that prosperous vision alive. For some people, this might be co-creation with other people, right? Because the lovers can also speak of the soul tribe and the soul family, right? But either way, it's about loving what you do. The energetic theme right now is loving what you do and feeling prosperous in what you do. Independent, loving, kind, connected, you know, with the Lover's card. There's so much really beautiful energy here. I want to highlight the golds and the reds here, guys. So some of you might be Ruby Ray, right? Working with the Ruby Ray. Other of you, you're really trying to find what that Christ-like potential is and what you're doing. Where does the sun shine in your own journey in regards to your connection with other people, co-creating with other people, and also in your own self-worth and self-value? So really in that like solar cosmic ray group of how we're playing in those yellows and golds, and how we're choosing that life path for ourselves that's ordained, right? Like, and I say ordained in a sense like it's prosperous, it's nice, it's flourishing. You can wear this, right? We're looking at the tangibility of that. Hello, Sarah. So we're looking at the tangibility of what you do, wearing it with honor and love and sacred respect. Okay. Honor, love, and sacred respect. Okay, look at the story. What's the story for Capricorn for this week in regards to love and what they do? Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Huh, there we go. King of Pentacles, right? Finding that abundance too. There's a lot of focus on money here. So the King of Pentacles here, grounded, stable, abundant, secure. Right, so it really is about stabilizing what is that abundant future for you, right? So of course Capricorn focusing on money and work. Capricorn's in its element, but I think what's really neat about the archetype of Capricorn here is we've got the Lover's card here. So where it's also not only just the abundance of what you do and how you prosper and thrive in that, but it's the love of that as well, which is really nice. And so we've got a little bit of that Venusian energy coming in to bring in whatever that love of the routine, love of self, love of business, but also how you're co-creating with other people. So for some of you, you might have like a partnership that is, you have a partnership that you're looking to build, work with other people, but it's from a place of love. This is very much so got the energy of like building Eden here and now, right? Building Eden, building that heaven on earth, really looking at that masculine and feminine principality, right? Very much so tying into like the Adam and Eve tones, right? And I'm giving this not because that's the exact storyline, but that's what's kind of being represented here is like, okay, so I'm building this heaven on earth. I'm building this garden, right? And I recognize that both components of the masculine and feminine have to fit into it. But yeah, I want to prosper and I want to thrive and I want to be abundant in what I'm doing, but also love needs to be there. So for some Capricorns, your business might have been void of love. And now the invitation of love into that is also not only the love of your own expression and the love of your own journey, but it's also the love of how that's being shared with other people. So this could be for some Capricorns, right? The love of self, the unification of you with your higher self aspects in the most independent version of you. This might mean other people. Either way, as I want to say to you, Capricorn, is that the angels are watching over what you're doing. You're guided, you're protected, you're loved and supported. And with the King of Pentacles, we are looking at that abundance right now. Like really tapping into what that abundant frequency is for you, and how to share that with the world. How to share that with the world. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. So for some of you, you've been carrying way too much weight on your shoulders, and as a result, you're making a choice to walk into a place of healing, of cleansing, of purifying. We're looking at that Aquarian energy here with the Star card, and the Aquarian energy is always going to speak of that freedom and a little bit of that rebel. So a lot of this is that Capricorn, you've been carrying a little bit too much weight, and now you're walking into a place of cleansing, right? Standing firm on your throne here with the King of Pentacles. We're looking at that abundant frequency, but we also recognize that there might be too big of a burden and you really want to lighten the load right now. So there's something you're walking away from. This might be carrying other creations, carrying too many creations on your shoulders. We're looking at a place of really returning to simplicity, Capricorn. And I feel like that's the thing, is that especially with that workhorse, that work-driven, that focus on the drive and the directive and the moving forward, is that it might be a part of your journey right now to thin some creation, to lighten the load, because you recognize there's some sort of cleansing that you need. You've been carrying some burdens, right? And recognizing that this abundance doesn't need to be difficult. Abundance doesn't need to be a heavy weight. And especially with this, look at how light this energetic is. The energetic theme here is recognizing the lightness of your independence, the lightness of your sovereignty, the lightness of your autonomy, and how it's really important to lighten the load, to lessen the burdens. And making sure that you're coming into a place of cleansing and of healing in your own life. Okay. So it's interesting. You're the way shower. And it feels like you're recognizing you don't need to effort too much, Capricorn. Because this is the 10 of Wands is very efforting. And it feels like, okay, you know what? I can actually, I can lighten the load. I can lighten the load here. Yeah. And as a result, you're letting the waters of the divine in to transmute, to heal, right? You're diving into the cup of your own knowing. You're diving into your own soul. And this is the thing, is recognizing that a part of the abundance is the co-creation with the divine. Right? So a part of this co-creation with the divine here, Capricorn, is that you're recognizing that the universe has got your back and can provide a gift to cleanse off a little bit of this burden and worry off the shoulders. That's the right? Is that that the waters of the divine can support you in this. And that's the flourishing of your expression here now. Yes, Blue Avian Love. Thank you. Right? Capricorn. Capricorn. Yeah, so you recognize that right now it is a time of transformation. Pluto coming in to work with you to help to transform your belief systems. Let's get some clarity on this 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. What's the clarity on this 10 of Wands here? Oh, Judgment. For some of you, you're carrying too much collective weight. Okay. Or judgment is a very big, you know, especially when it comes to King of Pentacles, judgment over, judgment of money. It's a big burden, right? Capricorn, the awakening process, being an ascension guide, being a way shower, it takes a lot. And there might be at some level recognizing that right now you're doing too much and it's time to allow the divine, the essence, source, unity, consciousness, the angels, whatever you want to call it to be, to take a little bit of the load off, right? This is the clarion call. This is the sounding of the 7 trumpets. Hey, Capricorn, you don't need to be working so hard. You don't need to be carrying so much for the collective. And as a result, with the Star card, Ace of Cups, and Death, is you're saying, you know what? I'm inviting in this transformation because I know my worth and I know my value as love, and I really want to build heaven on earth here and now. But I recognize that I can't do this alone. I have to co-create this with the universe. I have to allow the universal expression to come through and to transform me. I have to let the light in. Because you're seeing how important light is as a part of your journey. You're seeing how important self-love is, how independence is, how sovereignty is. And it's interesting that the essence of love is now coming into the reading for you, Capricorn. So it's not all work. You know, it's you know, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You're recognizing that you do need this love to come in and to facilitate in the transformation. What I like about the Death card is this is self-initiated. The Tower card is always resembling the universe comes in and steps in and gets it done for you. Capricorn, your badass self, right, is coming in and going, you know what, I'm going to initiate this transformation for myself because I don't need to carry this weight. And here's the thing, I don't need to carry this weight alone. Coming back to the Lover's card is it might be resembling that you recognize that to get things done, you need people. Speaking, breathing, living unity consciousness is we unite as one, which means you unite and work with one another. So then it's about how do I become a better partner to myself so I can become a better partner to those that are around me? And how does that fit into this stabilizing frequency of being independent and autonomous and interconnected, right? So it's like, it's becoming a better partner with yourself and your masculine and your feminine, but then also how you're relating and connecting to one another, but you're connecting from a place of autonomy and sovereignty. So this is freeing up the attachment. It's freeing up this stuff, but also recognizing that you've been carrying a little bit too much weight, right? This might be actually something that's coming through in regards to the father, right? So there might be a father distortion in regards to money where it's like, I got to work the 9 to 5 and I got to hustle and bustle and I got to do all this stuff, right? And you're awakening to the fact that it doesn't have to be this difficult, that you can lighten the load, but it can be as light as a feather, but the divine needs to come in and support you with this. And you're the one that can initiate this transformation for yourself. So working with the energies of Pluto's coming through to help you like, hey, let's shift this out, right? Let's shift this out and let's lighten the load. Let's lighten the load. Any final messages for Capricorn here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your harvest. Okay. Your harvest, your abundance, your reward is all based upon your self-worth and self-value, right? The more you love yourself, the more you're going to see things, you're going to find an equal match or an equal balance, right? So it's really time to go within and to review your self-love and your self-value and your self-worth, because there's a lot of love available within you as long as you're respecting yourself. Back to the Lover's card here is becoming your own best partner, become your own best soulmate, become your own twin flame, whatever you want to call it. Come into your own unity, and your own unity, right? Come in and start to review your self-worth and self-value and recognize that a part of that, that's going to lighten a lot of this load, right? You're worthy of your own attention, Capricorn. You're worthy of your own light. You're worthy of your own love. It's about not only finding this from within, but are you going to allow the love of the world to hold you? The love of the divine, the love of transformation. Some of you are awakening really into into the realms of what we would call death or necromancy, right? Which is that there's something awakening and rising up within you. Pluto bringing in that transformation is that you might be awakening to your death and rebirth cycles, and that you have the power to initiate this for yourself. And so what's really cool, Capricorn, is that when you start to see and feel and sense this burden, this worry of the world, or the 10 of Wands, you start initiating and commanding this into being. That it's time for a part of you to go through a cellular regeneration. That it's time for you to open up a new cycle. And as a result, going within and reviewing your self-worth and self-value and saying, hey, I can say no more to these things. I can say no more to these instances. I don't have to carry the weight of this world. Not my job, right? Got a lot of not my monkey, not my circus. And if you've been carrying this from the lines of the father, it's about going in and repairing that, right? Because we see this a lot in the masculine campaign, right? We see it. It's like 9 to 5, work, hustle bustle. I go to work 15 hours a day. And I carry, thousands of pounds of concrete and things like this, which is, it's okay. There's people that do that work, and I want to honor you for doing that. I'm by no means saying that there's something wrong with you with doing that, but it seems like there is a revelation for you, a revelation that's occurring in regards to your journey can be a lot lighter, but you just have to allow this belief system to cleanse, because as a result, you're coming out on top, very loving and more autonomous. And as a result, this is going to affect your spiritual abundance. It's going to affect your abundance, because you're finding your self-worth and self-value. And as a result, that will be matched. It will be matched in your partnerships. It will be matched in your relationships. It will be matched in your environment. It will be matched in your business. It's just about trusting that. Okay? Capricorn. Oh, good. I like that. That was a good message for Capricorn. Cool. Cool, Cabbies. Cabbies, you guys are really good workers, right? Like really hard workers, amazing bosses, right? And as a result, though, is that you, in your divine alchemy, awakening your heart light and sharing that with the world is going to be really important, because we need more heart in business. We need more heart in entrepreneurship. We need more love in the world. And if Capricorns can bring that forward into Fortune 500 companies and into the big businesses, oh man, this world's going to be a little bit better place, because we're going to have heart money, heart abundance, heart businesses, which means that compassion and caring will shine through. The humanitarian projects will shine through. And as a result, we're going to see a shift. We're going to see a shift. So thank you, Capricorn. All right, Taurus, we are on the sign of Taurus. Yes, yes, oh yes, oh yes. Taurus. All right, Taurus, 2218 for Taurus. Thank you guys for being here. Man, there's so much soul retrieval work coming through. There's so much stuff about spiritual charity, spiritual abundance. Every time I cut the deck, man. Maybe some of us need to do some soul retrieval work. Maybe we need to go into the shamanic dancing. Shamanic dancing. All right, Taurus. Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? Clear, cancel, delete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maria Bonda. All right, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Varia dumba Slovakia. You were just dancing? Heck yeah, Mel. Shout out to Mel for being amazing. Shout out to Lucy. What's up, Lucy? Come on, Gaia. Right? How's it going, Lucy? How you doing? Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. I appreciate your comments. Thank you, guys. And Michelle. Michelle, it's been a long time. How you doing, hon? So much love to you. So much love to you and the Andaras and to the mermaids and the dolphins and the whales. It's been a minute. Good to see you, Michelle. Good to see you. Thank you, guys. All right. Taurus. All right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What messages want to come forward for the archetype of Taurus for this week? We're going to look at the energetic themes. Okay? We're going to look at the energetic themes. And then we're going to awaken the story for Taurus. So what messages want to come through for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Please, guys, take what resonates, leave the rest at home. Love you, love you, love you. I honor you. I bless you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, it's good to see everyone here. Good to see everyone here. Yeah, what's going on? I need to go. I need to massage out whatever knot this is in my freaking shoulder. Ugh, ah. A lot of shoulder stuff, guys. Bringing in all that shoulder stuff. Ugh. Gotta work out those knots. When you working out the distortion in the muscles is really important. Oh, the Agarthians. Nice. Okay. The Agarthians. The Agarthians have been showing up a lot. We've been working a lot of inner earth work. A lot of inner earth work. Oh. A lot of the Andromedans have been coming through too. All right. We ready for Taurus? I think we're ready. Progressive muscle relaxation. Yeah, thank you, Mel. Yeah, I need to do some meditation. I also need to go to a chiropractor, get some massage work done to get these kinks out, and then I gotta work on my spine. Yeah, spine's been coming up. So yesterday it was, and now I'm gonna re-timestamp Taurus. Yesterday there was a, I recognized a lot of the pains in my back as my seraphim is trying to come online through the body. So I recognize how important my seraphim aspect is in awakening with the spine, the hips, the shoulders. It's like all that stuff that's going on right now is basically, it's my seraphim trying to wake up right now through the body. And so that's why it's been really important to go through the purification and getting that 48 strand template online, or the 36 strand. So it's 36, 48. High angelic can go up to 48, but it's been very important to get the seraphim on in the body, because I see the importance of the repairs in those networks, and that's why the cleansing and the purification has been really important to get the seraphim fully online. Yeah, so I need to do it more. What I need to get is one of those little guns. You know what I mean? The massage guns that go beat up my own body. Beat up my own body. I don't like people touching me. I'm sorry. I just don't want to go pay for someone to touch me unless I trust them. But there's a really good chiropractor. I've been looking for an energetic chiropractor too. So not just a normal chiropractor, but one who knows about etheric rewiring in the body. Because I recognize that once I go through that spinal realignment, that some mastery codes are going to release. And so I want to go through an etheric rewiring. There's actually one in Sedona that I met. I think he's like $100 a session. It's just about getting out there. And yeah, anyway. Moving on. Enough about Corey. Taurus. Okay, we're going to re-timestamp Taurus because I just took 4 minutes. You're out of alignment for another reason? I think I'm always in alignment, to tell you the truth. Even when I'm out of alignment, I'm out of alignment. But a lot of it has been returning back to the soul essence, because I had to go rogue for a while. I really had to go extremely rogue to get to where I am. And so that's a part of my journey. And some people's pathways is like we go really off path to bring everything back into alignment. And there's been a lot of like parallel timelines that we needed to clear and stuff like that. And you know, I always fall out of alignment for a reason. That's how I get my hint. It's really interesting. Like some of us work like that, especially if we're a little bit more rebellious and a little bit more chaotic. That's just the way we work. And so it's really opening up to ease, grace, and flow, to the potentialities, and stepping fully into alignment. That's been a big one. So we're going to re-timestamp Taurus, 2752. Apologies, Taurus. Corey went on a ramble. What's new? 2752 for Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? We're going to look at the energetic theme, and then we're going to open up the storyline. What is the energetic theme for Taurus? Taurus, energetic theme for Taurus. What are we looking at for the week for Taurus? What is the energetic theme? Ooh. It's going to be choice point for you. Decisions, Taurus. Decisions. There's obviously a choice point on the path in a direction where to go, and we're looking at the options here. Right? So this is very much so kind of like in the energetic range of looking at what's on your plate and choosing what's right for you and what's not, right? So imagine that you got a buffet, Taurus. You got a buffet, and you just like, you went in and you're like, I'm going ham. I'm throwing everything on the plate, and you sit down at the table, and then all of a sudden it hits you, Taurus. You're like, wait a minute, like I've got to value my DNA. I got to value myself. Like, is this food sustainable? Things like that. And as a result, you're taking a look at the entire picture, taking a step back and going, what's the first choice? Do I choose meat? Do I choose celery sticks? Do I choose the dessert? What, you know, it's like, it's kind of like, it's looking at your whole arrangement and going, where do I go from here? And we'll involve the story a little bit more, but it's very much so in the review point on looking at everything that you've got. Everything that you've got. There's multiple meanings with this, with the 7 of Cups, but it's got this energy of like, you're looking at your plate right now. Your plate's a little full. And it really is now about the decision on what to choose. Because, like, here's the thing. I always say this when the Seven of Cups comes on. Congratulations, Taurus, you have choice. But you also recognize the value of the choice. And are these choices going to allow me to evolve? Are the choices going to keep me the same? Are some of them lacking something, right? Not everything glitters is gold. You're recognizing it. So it feels like a little bit of a test. How are you going to choose? How are you going to choose? And it's interesting with the Ace of Cups, it would make sense choosing from the place of the soul. Choosing from the light is going to be really important for you. Just a little highlighted awareness. This is just, you know, if it pops up, choosing from the place of the essence, choosing a place from the soul, choosing the place of your knowing, from the divine waters within you, from the plasma. That's how you make that decision. And something just to key into. So the storyline for Taurus for this week, what messages want to come forward for Taurus for this week in regards to this Seven of Cups? Oh, God. Oh, my. Ew. Ew. Okay. All right. Review time. We're looking at the plate. We're reviewing what's on the plate. As a result, there is an offering that you want to make. And it's an offering of healing, of love. And it would make sense, especially if there's something that you're looking to do on your journey moving forward. It's very much so, it's like, so here's the entire plate. Here's Taurus reviewing the plate and going, okay, I want to show up with this love, this offering of a cup, which is your love, the essence, right? The Ace of Cups. And it's going to provide some sort of healing. But it's about really, which cup do I choose? Because there's so many cups available to you that you're like very much so reviewing the plate and going, which cup do I take and carry forward with? Which cup do I carry and show the way with? Right? Because the star speaks of being the guide here on earth, the way shower as well. Is which cup do I lead with? So Taurus, very much so introspective, recognizing you've got a lot of cups available. Which one do we carry with moving forward and show the way with? What is your grail? What is your grail story, Taurus? What is your grail? Anything else for this story? Oh my gosh. Yeah, victory. So very much so recognizing that, like, as you're leading the way, you're leading victorious. What is your nugget of gold from this experience, and how do you walk away with it celebratory and victorious? With the essence of victory. And how do you claim the victory of who you are as you're walking with other people, right? So it's got this energy of sitting back, looking, feeling into everything around you in your own awareness, right? So if things are a little foggy right now or a little muddy, you're going in and extrapolating the gold and recognizing that you taking this wisdom, that you taking this chunk of whatever it is from this situation, from the mud pile, and bring it back into your knowing and carry it forward, that you want to make sure you're doing this with other people. This is the walk of the Magi, right? Walking victorious, walking in celebration, walking in your knowing. Recognizing the importance of the work that you do, that you're walking with other people, and other people are celebrating you through this. So it feels like that this choice is coming from a healthy level of discernment, because you know how important the way is for you. Make sense, Taurus? Like you feel within you how important your journey is, how important your pathway is, and how important it is that this walk occurs with other people. So as a result, it's taking the wisdom and walking away victorious for whatever it might be for you. Let's do one more card for Taurus. One more card for Taurus. Taurus, you might not... Oh, there you go. The clarity is coming. Get clear. Get clear. With this whole theme, once you are bringing this forward, your clarity is coming, and then you're the one that's pioneering this moving forward. right? So you're extrapolating the wisdom, you know your truth, you take a step back to review what this is. Take your cup, grab it, take that clarity, and hold on tight because you're pioneering a pathway for yourself. The truth will set you free, and you recognize this, but you have to go through it and discover what this truth is. Okay? You're the one that's finding this truth and finding this clarity, and you're going to be the one that's blazing this path. But I love how all the momentum is moving forward here, guys. Right? So here's what I want to state. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Okay, we're reviewing this. We're moving forward with this offering of love. The only standstill and the only turnaround here is the Star. The Star card taking a moment to go, wait a minute, let me go back. Let me take a second and let me just cleanse and purify whatever this old energy is that's coming through, right? And when you do, the initiation point into the new journey comes forward, and it's marking a whole new pathway for you, a very clear direction for you. And it's Aquarian focus. The Aquarian focus being that freedom, being that rebel, right? Being that way shower, being that guide, being that warrior goddess. Take Shiva crew, come in, clear the pathway, pioneering that, right? That you're the one blazing your own trail. And you're blazing it with great clarity. So Taurus, right now, if it's a little bit unclear or a little bit foggy, just know, take a step back, review, look at this from the eyes of love. What do you need to extrapolate from this? Because your clarity is coming once you once you make a decision here from a place of soul, from a place of heart, from a place of what feels right for you. You make that decision, you bring that clarity forward, you choose to transmute the rest of the energetics that have been providing all these other cups. You break through, you come out victorious, and you're coming out with clarity, blazing that pathway, right? So Taurus, hold on to hope. Your clarity is coming. We just need to allow a little bit of this dust to settle, and then for you to extrapolate what the gold is from this experience of choice and how you show the way moving forward. Okay. So Taurus, looking really good. I like that, man. I really like this for Taurus. It feels like Taurus is basically thinning the herd a little bit, slimming the bunch. That which is not pure shall crumble. That's a big one I use. I throw tower moments in my own way all the time with that. Right? Is when there's too many decisions, too much opportunity, or too much illusion getting in the way. It's recognizing, you know what? I'm seeing through filters. I'm seeing through distortion. I am not clear right now. Let me take a step back, kick everything out of the life, purify. That which is not pure shall crumble. Let it all fall. Awaken the clarity, the renewal. And when the renewal comes, bam, we kick into gear. Right? So Taurus, you're finding your clarity. You know, this kind of reading has a little bit of like, you get the snow globe, you know, you shake it up, you flip it back upside down. What happens is all the flurries there. We just need to let the dust to settle to create the momentum moving forward. Taurus, your clarity is coming. All right. There's just a cleansing cycle or a transmutation of these properties that's going to facilitate you being able to open up, expand, and to come forward with that one cup. Right. So it's just assembling all this. And for some of you, Taurus, it might be taking all 7 of those cups and merging it into one cup. Because that's a unified principle that we can do, is we kind of look at this and we go, all right, like I've got all of these ingredients on my plate. Do I eat them individually or do I toss it all into a soup? And that's the option in your container here, is it might not just be choosing one choice. It might be taking everything and blending it all together to make a soup for yourself, right? So this is your creation, Taurus. Have fun with it. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. All right. Cool. All right, how are we all doing in here? We're now on Virgo. Virgo. What's that, water boy that talks about Virgo? Alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. Yeah, Grail Cauldron. All right, cool. Virgo. Reset the deck. Reset everything. Mama says the alligators are ornery because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush. Yeah. Virgo sun here. All right, we got some Virgos in the house. Welcome in, Virgo. Welcome in, Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. 2 more shuffles to reset the deck. Hoorah. Hoorah. All right, Virgo. Virgo. This deck needs to be a little bit cleansed today again. All right, Virgo. We're going to do 40-16 for Virgo. All right, Virgo. We're going to look at the archetype of Virgo. We're going to give you an energetic theme. And then we're going to let the story play out just as it is, right? So remember, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what's yours. Leave the rest behind. Please. The archetype of Virgo. The archetype of Virgo. What is the energetic theme, the cloud of the reading for Virgo for this week? All right, Virgo, 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 Virgo. Hold on. Vemuda veretishne marake sabaruku. Porunje que tabaye dusua. Jenguma te veretiara, tura, mustabaria, ha. Handuba, Ishera, Dusuru, Cavarati, Ringo tutututu. Ayuandu. All right, Virgo. 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 What's going on with Virgo? Bazebaratu, Shebarakisa, Barachecha, no Sabaraki ora, Kibanda Bediva, Sandobarakishishi and Mutavasteva. All right, Virgo. What's going on? What's going on, Virgo? Virgo. What's going on, Virgo? Energetic theme. What is the cloud cover of the reading for Virgo for this week? We're going to look at the cloud cover. What is the energetic theme? Energetic theme. Virgo. What's the energetic theme? Ooh, wow, really? Stalemate. What's going on, Virgo? Virgo, we're going to be here all day if we have to. Okay, we're going to take both of these. It's the only thing with having a table. Oh, Virgo, celebrating your awakening. Here we go. I like this, Virgo. Celebrating the awakening journey. This is beautiful. There's something to celebrate in your life. Celebrating the vulnerability. Celebrating that the clarion call is going out. Right? Celebrating that Gabriel came down and sounded the trumpet. We here, baby. We're here, baby. Virgo, you're celebrating your awakening journey. I love it. Love it. Looking good, Virgo. Looking good. All right, so let's look at the storyline. What is the storyline for this week for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the energy? Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Sorry. He's a wizard. He's a weird wizard. All right, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on, Virgo? What's going on, Virgo? You're celebrating your awakening journey. Oh, yes. Y'all gonna be celebrate good time. Come on. Oh, God. Oh, look at this. The soul gift. The soul gift. Oh, the beautiful baby inside of you. It's you. It's you. Virgo, it's you. It's always been you. Virgo, it's you. There's a gift coming in. The universe is gifting you. The goddess is gifting you. The god is... You're getting a gift. It's you. It's the divine waters. Look at this. Welcome back, Virgo. We've been waiting a while. Where have you been? Virgo, it's you. It's always been you. You're celebrating you. Your arrival is here. You're home. You're home, Virgo. You're home. Your soul is here. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, Virgo. Oh, this is cute. Virgo's got a soul, baby. Let your soul shine, Virgo. Ooh. Virgo, let your soul shine. Cue Soul Shine by Government Mule. Sure looks better than rain. Soul shine. Better than moonlight. Damn sure better than rain. All right. Come on, Virgo. What's the story? Virgo, you might just be a really simple, it might be a very simple reading for you. Oh, there we go. Oh. Having to make a decision on something, Virgo. What is it that you need to decide? What is it that you need to decide this week, Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is it that you need to decide on? There's something. There's something. There's a decision. Key of discernment here of like being very careful. The cards are not openly telling the story, which is okay. There's just something about really rifling through the choice. Oh. Okay. The decision to fight. The decision to play in the fear. The decision to compete. For some of you, okay, for some of you Virgos, there might be like protests or something, and you're like, do I go? Do I choose the soul or do I choose the fight? What do I choose here? Do I choose the collective narrative or do I choose my own light? Because I'm now seeing this as your two decisions are, do I choose the soul or do I choose what's going on in the collective? What's right for me? Because either way, we're looking at right now awakening to the celebration of the journey. Celebrating, partying with other people, right? So do I step out into the madness or do I keep honoring my soul? Right. So there is a choice point. We've been talking about choice point a lot, guys. You know, and I brought it up today. There's been this choice point. And so here's your choice point and your initiation. What's right for you? And there's going to be more decisions, right? So tests on the table, pop quizzes up, right? So do you choose the soul or do you choose all the chaotic madness in the collective? Either way, you recognize that you are a part of a global awakening, Virgo. You and others are a part of this mass awakening. The seal's being removed, right? We're opening up. We're expanding. How do I choose moving forward? Do I choose the collective narrative or do I choose my own soul? What do I do? What do I do? Either way, Virgo, you're celebrating. You're celebrating, and you're doing this with others. Whether it's in the field or with people in your physical reality, you are celebrating your awakening journey this week. What other messages want to come through for Virgo regarding this story? This decision. Do I have to keep fighting myself? Do I have to keep fighting other people? Do I have to keep fighting the world? Do I have to keep fighting my soul? Or can I just surrender to that? Virgo. You got to trust yourself here. And the decisions you make are going to be right for you. There's no such thing as a wrong decision being made. That's a perspective. But you recognize that things could be easier in your life. I choose healing. Star card. Making the conscious decision to heal the war from within. Right? Yes, the inner fight. We are all stopping the inner fight right now. Yeah, choosing to heal the inner war. Making that decision. I can do this. Right? My soul essence has the ability to make a decision to clear this out of my own internal memory. You know, we used to say it in AA. We go, welcome back, you know, the war is over if you want it to be. Right? So if you want to mote it to be and mote it into being, Virgo, you can. The war can be over, but it's about making that decision for yourself to heal the war. So the archetype of Virgo is actually working through healing this. We all are at some level. And as a result, it's facilitating in awakening humanity. So Virgo, awakening humanity, we awaken through the transmutation of this, and we also lead the way in this. So Virgo, you are definitely working with your soul essence this week to make a decision on how you are going to heal this within yourself. You don't have to take it on for the collective, right? Unless that's your conscious choice. Please be observant. Be observant. You don't have to shift things for the collective, right? We can all transmute our own things, right? But you're making the decision to heal this for yourself. So Virgo making the decision, their soul essence is clearing this out and showing the way of what the newness is. There you go. There's the mastery sequence. There you go. Taking charge, taking the lead on this, right? Recognizing you have the key of this in your own awareness. You have the key of life here. So you, in your mastery, knows that you do not have to play in some of these games. So the decision of soul, the decision of healing this at the soul level and allowing the soul light and the divine to work with you on this is also showing the way in your mastery. Bang. Right? I'm the guide here on earth. I'm going to stand in my mastery. I'm going to stand in my mastery. I'm going to walk forward as that mastery. So here's, yep, there we go. Queen of Swords, carrying the trail on through, blazing your own pathway. Here's another thing that I want to state for some Virgos out there. You're judging that you party too much. You are judging at some level that you're partying. And as a result, it's time for you to listen to your soul and to make a decision to no longer fight who you are as a guide here on earth. To stand in your mastery and to lead the way as such. And to start communicating this in a way that's effective for you. And I want to state that only for some Virgos because I got it, I see it. You're judging your partying. You might be drinking, you might be smoking weed, you might be blowing the bag, whatever you're doing. For some of you Virgos, you're judging it. And as a result, you're recognizing it's time for me to listen to, or you to listen to your soul essence on how to make a decision moving forward and to no longer fight who you are. Because you're fighting yourself. You're in conflict with yourself. And as a result, you recognize, you know what, I'm a guide here on earth and I need to stand in my mastery and lead my own pathway. I don't need to let other people's stuff going on. So in this journey of awakening, you might have taken on other people's truths. All right, you might have taken on some other people's truths and now you need to dissolve and resolve this whole with partying or whatever it is. If you want to blow a bag, blow a bag. If you want to drink a beer, drink a beer. If you want to drink a bottle, you know. Something came in though, and you're recognizing now it's important for you to listen to the soul and to lead the way as that because you are the way shower of your own life. And it's up to you and your mastery on how you're going to lead that way and pioneer that own path. Either way, the communication is coming in. There's going to be hot and fast movement on it. We're looking at an acceleration into a level of clarity for you, Virgo, in regards to that. That's not all Virgos, okay? That's not all Virgos, but I did pick that up for some Virgos, that you're judging that you party, that you smoke weed, or you do the thing, or you drink the beer, or you pop some pills, or whatever it is, right? Just because just because of my belief system, I'm not going to project any belief system onto you. But you're recognizing, all right, so you're recognizing that there might be some judgment over this at some level. Because we're looking at the energy of party here. So it doesn't have to be drug and alcohol related, but it can tie into partying. But here's the thing, guys. Don't let other people's belief systems get in the way. This is accessing your internal memory, recognizing you have a soul, you have a gift. And as a result, you're the one that make the decision about this, and that you don't have to play into these themes and narratives of internal conflict or conflict within the world, right? Either way, it is a time of going into sacred ceremony, clearing this, recognizing you're leading the way of your own path, right? Stand in your mastery, make from a choice of clarity, and then act upon that, right? Acting from a place of clarity from within you. But it's not getting this information from someone else. It's about tapping into your own internal archive. Once again, there's the Tree of Sephira, right? There's the Kabbalah, the tree of life. It's up to you and your multidimensional awareness on how this comes forward. You go into your archival memory and you listen to what works for you and don't care about what other people are saying. Okay, so there was another theme coming up for Virgo in regards to this. And I do want to state this because there's one more card peeking out, right? Just make sure that when you are accessing your internal archive, okay, when you're accessing your internal memory, when you're accessing that soul gift, just be charitable in all that you do. That's all. Just be charitable in all that you do. It's time for you to retrieve your own star essence, your own soul light, your own Akashic records, to go into that and to choose your own belief system and to not allow the belief system of others to get in the way. So there might be some sort of judgment that you've been interacting with and interfacing with, and as a result, it's having an effect on your life, Virgo. Another theme for Virgo. Some of you might be interacting with people and you've been taking on judgments, and as a result, it's weighing on your energetic field, and it's now time for this soul essence to come through, to shine through, and to get you the clarity that you need, and to not take on the collective garbaggio that's been affecting your choices, and recognizing you're the way shower of your own reality, and you need to pioneer that path from a place of mastery, and it's also important to communicate this to the world. So when you encounter a judgment, have a healthy discussion with your friend one, your loved one, your relative, or your people, saying, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that. I don't consign to that, right? I click unsubscribe from that belief system. Because it's not about, at the end of the day, we're coming down here, Virgo, very simply, it's really about your truth, regardless of the details of what's happening within the story or the narrative or whatever's happening. You have to tune into your soul self and make a decision for you, what's right for you. And then to make that choice to transmute and to cleanse all of other people's energies and all others' belief systems from it, to reclaim your mastery and to create the clarity on this. And you will see action in this moving this week. Coming into the clear of your knowing, the clarity of your soul essence, the clarity of your remembrance, and then being able to communicate that to the world, right? So while me as just being Corey has an opinion, right? We all have opinions. Opinions are like assholes, right? So we have to dissolve the opinions of others, and we have to show up and find what our truth is, what our clarity is, and then we need to blaze the pathway in our mastery, find the clarity, and take action on that clarity. So Virgo, you might want to take a moment this week to really just tune within and go, where am I going from here? What am I doing from here? Because when I make this decision, we don't want to make a decision of internal combat or internal conflict. We want to come from a place of peace, of knowing within the wells of our own soul essence, of our own divine cup. This cup is infinite, guys. You're going to find a lot of abundance within this cup because it's constantly overflowing. Right? As within, so without, as above, so below. That's the way the energy flows. Right? So this cup that is being gifted to you right now is the eternal waters of the divine. And it's always flowing. It's always giving you something new. So it's interesting. Just a little perspective for someone out here. This cup has a bottom to it. This cup is eternal. I'm just going to leave it there. Okay. This cup has a bottom to it. It does empty out and it does have to be refilled and repaired. But there's the waters of the divines that want to show you something within your own soul. And it's going to be important because it's going to help to dissolve and resolve this conflict. And we want to make sure that we're not making a choice from conflict, because this is how a lot of the collective is being right now. Is they're choosing from a place of fear. They're choosing from a place of war. Their decisions are made in alignment with a program and a belief system. The choices aren't made from the soul. So you go within to listen and to make that decision, and you make sure that when you're making your decision is not from a place of war or fight or rebellion. That the place for you is made from a decision of clarity and truth within your mastery. Okay. So here's a really cool thing, Virgo. When you're making decisions this week, we're going to just key this into your reality if you're open to receive it. Okay. As you're making decisions this week, Virgo, are you making decisions and choices from a program or from the soul? Are you choosing from war or are you choosing from peace? Are you choosing from mastery or are you choosing from clarity? Mastery and clarity. This is going to be one thing for you to look at this week. as you're dissolving and resolving this judgment and this transmutation property? Am I choosing from soul, or am I choosing from war? Okay. Either way, the divine's got your back. We have a lot of Aquarian energy here, which means that there is that rebel, there's that freedom, there's that coloring outside of the lines, right? But that rebel doesn't have to be in conflict with its environment. That rebel, that way shower, that misfit, because think about the misfits in the radical rebel, right? The misfit, go out, go get them, anarchy, woo, woo, woo. We can also revise the misfit, and the misfit can make a choice of peace and can actually make decisions from a place of mastery and of clarity and act from that place. So we're almost seeing a maturation of the misfit here. The misfit doesn't have to play with the anarchy and doesn't have to choose from anarchy. It can choose from a level of soul and from eternal self. So is our perspective from the human, or is our perspective from the essence of the divine, from the wells of the all-knowing and the eternal? Source thought, source choice. Okay? Awesome, Virgo. Virgo. Proud of Virgos. I'm really proud of the Earth sign collective right now. The Earth sign collective just on fleek right now. On fleek. Awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. Really good readings. Really, really good readings. Misfit Alchemy. Yep. The little rascals. Getting here, getting it done. Getting here, getting it done. Get her done. Get her done. So we have I see we have some new people in here. So I'm going to do a little general message. We did a message earlier, but you know, this is what happened when Corey quits smoking. He just shows up a whole lot more than he should. It's just funny. All right. Helps. It helps. It helps. Helps in the repair process. All right. So we're just going to do a really quick general message. General message for our people in here that are in here. 6202. 6202. All right. General message for our beautiful people in here. What does the tribe need to know right now? Like, we had the general message earlier about the Three of Swords, you know, working on our self-love and our routine. But I just want to see what messages want to come forward for our really beautiful collective in here, our soul family, our soul tribe. We'll do a little general message. So once again, we're going to look at the energetic theme and we're going to build off the story, right? So what messages do we need to know for today or for the coming week? Just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. No sun, moon, rising, or Venus, because we're not working with the zodiac sign, but we're setting the intention that our little soul group and soul tribe is going to receive some beautiful messages right now. Or it's just going to receive a message. Whether it's beautiful or not, it's going to be a message. All right. What's going on? What's the story for us? Energetic theme here. Looking at the cloud of the reading. Where do we go moving forward? Review. What do I have to offer the world? What do I have to share? What do I have within me that I'm ready to show to the world? You know, Page of Pentacles, recognizing that there's going to be peaks on the journey, right? That the journey, right? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, right? Recognizing that there's going to be things on the horizon. There's trials, there's tests, there's tribulations. When you climb a mountain, right? There's things that are going to happen. So it's just about really much so reviewing on the journey ahead and recognizing that there is a journey ahead, that there is a starting point somewhere. Where does it go? And how do we surrender to that? How do we surrender to that journey? The journey of newness. So what's the story for our beautiful tribe on how we're showing up, how we're sharing, and how we're initiating our own pathway and where we're going moving forward? Right? Because this pathway, there's things that open up. Oh, it's the pathway of passion. There we go. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands. So Ace of Juan, right? There's something that you're really passionate about. There's something within your love, something within your magic, something within your creative abilities. And making sure that you know, when we are making decisions on the journey forward and what we do, how we show up, how we share, that we're sharing from a place of passion. We're sharing from a place of our own creation abilities. And so it's about tapping into what that passion is for us. What are you passionate about, family? What are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? It just really makes it, it's really important, right? That you're passionate about what you do, right? And that you're making this from a place of magic. You're choosing from a place of magic. Passionate new beginnings, new offerings. Oh, okay. So maybe here's the thing is a part of in the past, it might not have worked. In the past, you might have tried this and it's like, it didn't work before. It's got this energy of like, I've done that before, but it just didn't work. You're moving forward. You're moving forward on the journey. So we don't want to let the past get into this present. So yeah, past, present, and future all coexist in the now, but there's something within your own belief system and your own belief structure that is getting in the way of your forward progress. What is that, guys? What is that belief system that's getting in the way of your momentum forward and of being able to engage with your passion? What is it? What's getting in the way? What's getting in the way? What is this old belief system? Are you worried about yesterday? Is your eyes in the rearview mirror? It's about truth. One of these swaths is getting in the way. Either way, the Ace of Swords right here. We got Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. We're looking at gifts of the divine. So the truth that you're looking at in the past, right? What happened in the past, can you embody the truth of the gift of this now moment, the clarity of God, the clarity of the universe? And what is that truth for you? Especially in regards to passion. Especially in terms of discernment. Can you recognize you have discernment today? Some of you might be operating from a belief system that says you don't know or you don't have discernment. You're a lot clearer where you're at right now because of what you went through in your journey. Yeah, if you're passionate about truth, that's another one, Lucy. Thank you. Either way, your gift of discernment here and now, what you went through sharpened your tool of discernment. What you went through sharpened your tool of discernment. That's why we go through lessons. We learn, we dissolve, we resolve, we grow up, we glow up. This new you that's existing here and now, that's ready to come forward on your journey and to start this pathway and to initiate what this newness is for you, is coming from a place of newfound clarity because you extrapolated the wisdom from the lesson. Can you allow yourself to be within this clarity and not let yourself be fogged or bogged or muddled by what happened yesterday? So I've been hearing the song by Imagine Dragons yesterday. Here's to my future, here's to my yesterday. No tomorrow without a yesterday. Something happened in the past here that gave you a gift of discernment. Are you seeing that the discernment came through the lesson, or are you focused on the pain from the lesson and the wisdom that came, or the pain from the lesson, not the wisdom? When you extrapolate the wisdom from it, that's where the clarity comes. So some of you are still focused on and identifying with the story of what happened yesterday or in your past, and it's affecting your now moment. But it gave you something. There is clarity and truth that came from that. What is that clarity and truth? You merge that and blend that with the passion for who you are, and bam, you are an immovable object. Clarity and passion driving forward, right? So allow your clarity, your truth to speak through you. Allow you to resemble what this is, because all of these gifts of the gift of your passion, the gift of your clarity is a gift from the divine. It is a gift from the divine. Good gosh. Can you see your grief as a gift too? Right. So some things fell over. Okay. You lost some things. There was some cups that just weren't meant to stay standing. That's okay. Honor your feeling space. Honor that, you know, you went through that experience and you had to lose some things. Don't let it stop you from showing up and starting this new pathway, though. Right? And so a part of this transitional cycle that occurs is like, you know, when we're going through, I call them pit stops on the adventures. You've been doing the rally race, right? 50 miles an hour in circles. And it's time to stop and to repair. So a part of transition and level awareness is you go through, you clear everything out that you need to clear, you feel what you need to feel, and you move on going forward, right? So this new pathway being initiated for you, right? Your clarity comes through your feeling space. The more you clear this emotion, the more you clear this space of feeling, the clearer you're going to get. Freedom lies beyond your pain. So whatever you need to feel from this belief system or for whatever happened, whatever you had to subtract from your reality, it's being removed for a reason. Witness the magic unfolding. Witness what you're feeling. Allow it to flow through you. It's opening your heart and expanding you at greater levels, and your clarity is coming. You're essentially dumping the mud out of your own cup. The poison is leaving your body. And as the poison is leaving your body, it might feel a certain way. But we don't have to attach to that feeling. We can actually let go. So whoever hurt you, whatever happened, whatever mistake, quote unquote, you made, whatever had happened to you in the past, don't let them get you down. Keep your passion on, keep your heart light on, keep your clarity, keep your knowing, and keep moving forward from that place. Okay. You don't have to be a victim of God helping you out or the universe helping you out. You don't have to be a victim of that. You can be empowered in your knowing that what's for you is always going to be for you. Let the rest away. Let the rest happen. Awaken. Keep awakening. Keep resolving. Keep dissolving. Keep awakening to the vulnerability. Right. That's the thing, is that as we start to shed these layers of our skin, we're awakening to a new level of vulnerability. The clarion call is here. We're awakening. And as a result, we might have to dissolve and resolve some judgment of what happened in the past, or judging our feelings, or judging that we've been crying over spilt milk. It's okay. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Whatever you're feeling right now is perfect for you. Don't judge yourself for feeling. Don't judge yourself for having this stuff. You're going through an adjustment period. It's okay. You don't have to torture yourself, guys. Just let it go, right? And making sure that as you're moving forward on the pathway, keep the passion alive, keep the hope alive, and keep the clarity alive, right? And knowing that you don't have to judge your pain. You don't have to judge your perspective. Allow it to teach you. Allow it to teach you that you're refining what your truth is, where you belong, what your clarity is, and you're sharpening your tool of discernment. That's that intuitive knowing. Don't neglect who you are. Value who you are, right? And don't judge the fact that some days you're not feeling well, or some days you want to cry. It's your party. You can cry if you want to, right? There's empowerment in that. But also, don't judge your perspective, because your perspective is a part of your truth, and that's a gift. All right, guys? It's a gift. It's a gift. Man, a lot of people just dropped away after that message. It's all good. All right, guys. I love you all so much. Much love and respect to everyone out there. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you, Earth signs. We're done. We're going to close out this reading with the highest form of love, the highest form of truth, the highest form of clarity. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for standing in your sovereign self. Thank you for being a part of this journey, for being part of this message, and for being a part of your love. I just want to say I honor you. I love you. I bless you. And with that, I will see you in another moment of the now.